of these people who we met and talked to. We all visited the HIV hospice, Bemba Labantu, in February 2008 and 2009. We went in with plasters on every scrap. When we got in and talked to those, we realised that they too are human beings and shouldn't be treated like outcasts.
We have decided to set up a Fight AIDS Club in the school so we can directly help the Lutheran hospice that you saw in the bathroom. The aim of the club will be to raise money for the hospice and to raise awareness about HIV/AIDS in South Africa and the UK. And when myself and Anna visited in February, we actually managed to give a donation of £1,000 to the hospice that we've collected from St Burns since World AIDS Day.
As well as having a number of fundraising events and campaigns, we want fundraising to be ongoing. So we've decided to put loose change boxes in every form room. This way everyone can contribute regularly and it doesn't have to be a lot.
So little in fact that we worked out to fund the hospice for 1 whole year with every one of the 14 beds occupied and each patient's needs met. It would cost exactly 0.25p a day each. That's approximately 8p a month. And that's not even enough to buy fellow early.
The Fight AIDS Club isn't just going to be about raising money. We want to raise awareness about HIV and AIDS, not just in our school, but in our wider community. As you've seen from this assembly, one of the biggest issues with HIV and AIDS is people's ignorance about it.
As we said before, there is actually an HIV/AIDS clinic in Slough, but its location is only given out to patients from their GP to prevent it being vandalised. This is something we want the Fight AIDS Club to address in our school, in other schools, and in the community in Slough.
This isn't going to be an exclusive club for those who have been or are going to South Africa. We want the whole school to get involved. Anybody can join, and we're hoping to hold monthly meetings to discuss new ideas for fundraising and raising awareness. Now, you don't have to attend every meeting. Everybody's ideas and contributions will be great.
We want to start this project as soon as possible. We don't want it to be one of those things you hear about in assembly today, occasionally a Monday or something. It's going to be an ongoing and active project which everyone can be involved with.
We have all been there and seen the pain and suffering and the people affected. Maybe one day a cure for HIV will be found, but until then, we can all help do our bit, no matter how small, and help raise awareness. So help us. Together we can make a difference. I am HIV positive.
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 My friend with AIDS is still my friend.
If you could all buy an extra from Teach us, Lord, to serve you as you deserve, to give and not to count the cost, to fight and not to heed the wounds, to toil and not to seek for rest, to labour and not to seek for any reward, save that of knowing that we do your will. Amen. And we follow
Indeed, as always, some assemblies speak for themselves. I know some of you sitting watching this assembly will, in due course, be visiting South Africa yourselves and carrying on this wonderful link with some of the township schools in South Africa. And as you saw, one of the biggest challenges to what we can do is obviously supporting all those people who are suffering, but also raising the money to enable these exchanges to take place. I think I saw the fact that each student had to raise £900. That's a not insignificant amount of money. And a number of you I know are already working on fundraising and so on too. We of course fund the South African students who come across to St Bernard's, St Joseph's, Wexham School or Lady of Peace, etc. So there is much to be done. It may seem a rather unusual link to talk about the PTA fete on Saturday, but the reason why these trips are going ahead is because the PTA makes a very significant contribution to the South African exchange. and this wonderful work that our students and our schools are doing. And I know that many of you will benefit from that as well. Now, as far as the senior schools are concerned, traditionally we don't see a huge number of senior students at the Faith on Saturday, but could I please, particularly in the focus of this assembly, ask you to support that faith by bringing in some items, particularly some bottles, selling some raffle tickets, in the very clear knowledge that what we've listened to this morning will be enabled to continue. I think it would be a very unusual person sitting here who might think, nothing to do with me, I don't need to play a part. So I do encourage you to play your part, whether you're going to South Africa or not, by supporting the faith. Know that you're supporting the very, very important work that we are actually doing here. Thank you very much. As always, wait until the heads of the year. Ask you to